Are we recording? Are we recording?
Are we recording?
Are we recording?
Are we recording?
It doesn't answer this yet.
Doesn't answer on this yet.
So, what's the thing we are making? The thing we are making is called list with feedback, and it's a crucial thing which allows the human to give feedback on a list that the computer makes. This is a central way of how the AI will learn. So we go into this crowded evaluation window, and the thing we start with is the so-called speech log, which is the log of everything I said into this microphone as understood by the computer. So it may have misunderstood things, like here, open Twitch tags, which obviously means this. And what we're doing today is connecting each line to the line below. For example, this one to this one. And we will go word by word. We only look at these two lines if the number of words is the same. And then we look at the differing word if there's only one. And then we say, oh, that's interesting. There's probably a relationship between this word and this word. In this case, the relationship obviously is that this was misunderstood and chat is the actual word. So how do we go about this? Let's go step by step. This line here should show us the overlapping pairs of lines which are consecutive. And it does this. It's just not very well formatted. So let's do the actual thing. Yeah, maybe we go to another window. It's so good to have a Java eval window. I turned Java into something like a scripting language, which allows you to evaluate code on the fly. So we start with a speech log. That's just a list of strings here. And we make these overlapping pairs. There we are. And for each of these pairs, we start collecting something, whatever that will be. Okay, here is this comparison function from the Gazelle logic engine, which checks if one word is changed. And this checks if there's more than one word in the whole line. If there was just one word in each line, we skip this for now. We could keep it, but for now we skip it. This yields a pair, and if there's no result, we skip. And we just print to check. Oh, this needs some arguments, obviously, which is just a pair of lines. Okay, we have some results. How many do we have? I didn't count. But here's something like Intel and AMD, because I said something that produced this. Oh, that was a great explanation. That was one really good explanation. We actually want to see what produced these results. So we store that to just the original lines. Here, Intel tactics, AMD tactics. I just set this in a row to make the AI learn that Intel and AMD are related. Many of these are misrecognitions that I corrected by saying it again. What things, wet things. This was the right one, the first was the wrong one. Same here, I think. So, here we produce... Yeah, we should aim to produce English sentences. That's always the silver bullet that we use. So instead of just printing the words, we print an actual, how do you call that? Hypothesis. There is relationship between word 1 and word 2. Yeah, and these will often be true. Not always, but very often. Fraction and functions generalize and analyze. The relationship may differ, but we are just judging this general statement. Okay, so hypothesis and reasoning. Let's be as clear and easily understood even after once or when somebody else reads it as possible. The reasoning is that two lines followed, one line followed another in the speech log. So, how about we label this better? Call it lines, lines, line, let's quote, followed after the first line, and speech log. Yeah, maybe we can leave this out. It's clearer like this, why not? Okay, and then we output, this is going to be a list of pairs, which is hypothesis plus reasoning. And we add the pair to the output. And then we can show this in a new window. I hope, I believe. Let's try. Tiny bug, easily fixed. Here. Okay, table layout is never very good. Java swing tables are mildly painful, but they work. So here, there's a relationship between, here I said good morning Germany and I said good morning America. Yeah, so this is a good example. So how about we give positive feedback? Plus sign will do. There's a relationship between America and Google. Yeah, I guess there is. There's a relationship between small and more. Maybe not. It was probably a misrecognition. Yeah. Correction. Speech correction. Make up some term here. Okay, the pop-up window is not very beautiful. Yep. Speech recognition. Increase correction. So we do a few of these. And now we want to save this whole thing here. The computer could have added some notes. Like we could use a description. What's the description? Doesn't matter. And we can add some general notes here. And my nice operating system here has a feature to turn objects into a string. This whole module contents can be turned into a string automatically. Let's try that. Module ID 248. Let's make another one. Module struct. 19,000 characters, that should be it. And we just save this in some kind of directory as automatically as possible. Hey, where's my stream preview on the other machine? Oh, I have to press play. Oh. I have a second notebook sitting here to check my stream, but it's only buffering. Ah, that's crazy. It says live though. Weirdness. That's weird. Oh no, now I see something. Okie dokie. So we want a save button, right? Just simply save. Where do we put it? Up there in the corner. Save. Well, it looks like that it saves the description when I put the save button here. Save data. How about that? Do it in a new thread, not in the GUI thread, and save data. That's considered an API function. Why not? We need a directory, so X data directory, lists with feedback. And yeah, how to name this? I'm thinking we just make a random ID. Yeah. We should be sure to have the date in there, which we get through file dates. Wouldn't hurt to save the date explicitly, I guess. Metadata. Yeah, why not? Metadata. Which computer was this made on? Local update. Made on computer X. And the date. And since this is a field in the object, well, we have to use this. It will also be serialized to disk. Yeah. Use a new ID. And we save like that. Fresh module struct will save the structure of the module as it is in this moment. we use word wrapping to make it nice and printable. This is one long line, otherwise thousands of characters, and most editors just spaz out when seeing this. So we wrap it in, I think, 80 characters per line or something. Save text file, directory, global ID, and it's a struct. Saved. I think we have something like file info, which gives us a size and the name of the file. Right on. So if we click save twice, it will save in 2 different IDs. Why not? Let's save the last ID that we have. Yeah, yep. Alrighty. Could this work? Who knows? Failed. Yep, that's a very small error. By default, we use the current module. And the same for the short version. And try again and sip some coffee. Transpiled and reloaded. Save data. Description. Relate. Single change. Word in speech log. Okay, we saved 23 bytes. Oh, that's maybe not 23 bytes. Yeah, I confused file name and contents. New file, structure, text file, and we can try again. Ah, yeah, okay. Just a tiny little bug. Yeah, we basically shot ourselves in the foot with this wrong save we just did. Because we made a file and now we need a directory by the same name. Whatever, just a one-time bug. Save data. Okay, now we saved 20 kilobytes, which looks a lot better. Here we go. Some random ID, and looking in the editor, it looks very reasonable. There are the items, there's the reasoning, there's the feedback. This is a back reference to an earlier plus sign, I think. No, to this here. When something appears again, we get a back reference. Save some space. For short strings, they just appear literal every time. The metadata is here, the global ID, everything is in here. Description. Isn't that nice? And this file later can be read by some part of the AI, because, yeah, it's supposed to learn from this. What more things could we do like this? Many things. Because the AI will collect rules and feedback and things and inputs. And the job always is to find out which of these things are applicable in a situation. Let's do one more example. I'm looking for... I said things like a noun is a word type somewhere in the speech log. And I want to find that again. Oh, deleted too much. Speech log. Here. Noun is a word type. Oh, we have no reasoning, but that doesn't matter right now. Plus, now is a word type. That was just a misrecognition, actually. But it's in the speech log because everything I say goes in the speech log. And I say minus misrecognition. Bada boom. Find word phrase types in speech log. We should probably save the code here that made this. I will do that later. Save data. And there we are. I want to do everything through the speech log. It's going to be really good. When this works, you can just say things in the microphone and the internal gears of the AI will make sense of it, present you with some options. You confirm the good options, and a new piece of AI has been made. Alright, see you soon.